Hello, I'm Christina with The Turned Leg. I love to salvage, repurpose, and create and help others to do the same. And it's been a while since I've done a booth tour, so I thought I'd take you through my booth at Plaza Antiques and Collectibles Mall in Lincoln Park, Michigan for a booth tour. The unofficial start of fall is already here, and so my booth at Plaza Antiques and Collectibles Mall in Lincoln Park, Michigan is ready for fall, and so is the mall. Look at that cute display as you enter. When you walk into the mall, there are over 70 dealers here. It is Downriver's largest antique mall. You want to go past the cashier station, and then my booth is located on the left, in the room on the left-hand side. And I have about 1,300 square feet at Plaza Antiques. I've grown over the years, and I love my space. In my booth, I sell vintage, hand-painted items, salvage, items for your next project like paint and stencils and decoupage paper, and so much more. I love to save old stuff and make it pretty again, and I love to encourage others to do the same. One of the things you're going to notice is besides the back walls of the building, my booth space does not have walls, and so everything here has been created. The entrance even has been created, and if you want more information on how I constructed it, you can click on the link to the video above. This entrance really sets the tone of my booth. There's lots of bright colors, there's lots of salvage, there's antiques, there's home decor, and it's all decked out for fall. The first display kind of sets the stage. You'll see lots of textures, lots of colors for fall, red, greens, orange. There are throw pillows so you can get nice and snuggly. Also in this display, I like to use items a little unexpected. One example of that is this planter, just kind of giving people the idea that it doesn't only have to be used for flowers. In my booth, I also have a basket tower, which is a great way to display the baskets. I think baskets are definitely a fall item, and with the big cottage vibe too, they've been very popular. You can use baskets for so many things in your home. A new addition to my booth has been the vintage and junking tees. So many people that shop here really love to save old stuff like I do. If you want to see more of these t-shirts, you can also check them out on my website at shoptheturnedleg.com. And I love my flannel shirts in fall. This year I've made a few bleach-dyed flannel shirts that are available in my store only. Across from the t-shirt display, I have my JRV stencil display, and I have expanded this display. So now I can get even more stencils in my display and out to crafters in time for all of their projects. Obviously, all of the fall and Christmas stencils are here. If you're interested in any of the stencils, you can check them also out on my website. I sell them there too. But I really like this new display. If you've never used JRV stencils, they're so awesome because they're 5 times thicker than other stencils and can be used over and over again. Next to the stencils are one of the 2 paints that I wholesale. And this is my DIY paint, and it is a clay-based, all-natural paint, heavily pigmented, and pretty much sticks to everything. This cabinet holds all of the specialty items for DIY paint, including the top coats. And then as you make your way around the corner, I have all of my DIY paint products. I'm not sure if you noticed that old window, but I have all of my contact information for Facebook, Pinterest, even YouTube, and my website address so that customers can stay in touch. I also post the date and times of my free Facebook Lives where I teach them how to use the products that I sell. The next area we're going to get into is the JRV decoupage and wood area, and we'll start to enter the area of salvaged items. I do sell JRV decoupage paper. I have regular paper and rice paper, which is a new addition. It's been very popular. The rice paper gets no wrinkles when you use it as decoupage paper, but it's even pretty enough to frame. And then the JRV wood products, which are all made in the USA. I use these items a lot to show people how to use the DIY paints and milk paint that I sell. Salvage is my passion, and when I can't save one piece, I try to save as much as I can. So a huge part of my area is dedicated to salvage items to help people with their own projects. A new item to my booth are my junk grab bags for $5 each. These have been quite popular, and it's always an exciting adventure to see what you're going to get. I also try to show people how to use salvage, like these salvage wood hooks, to inspire them and give them good ideas. Throughout my booth too, you will see little cards with QR codes that will send someone right to a video to give them ideas on what they can do with that item. Across from all the good salvage, I have a brush display. I sell DIY paint brushes and Paint Pixie brushes too. These are also available on the website. The other line of paint I sell is Sweet Pickings Milk Paint, which is a powder-based paint that you mix equal parts with water, and it can give you an amazing old world finish. You can also get some great chippiness. For more information on how to use this, I do have videos here on YouTube that you can check out. A new addition to my booth is I now have my mom, Ann Korinek, from Paint and Porcelain, and she is selling her hand-painted porcelain and hand-painted canvas items right in my booth. For more information on my mom and where to follow her, I'll put all of her information in the description box below. One of my favorite areas in my booth is this area behind the paint cabinets, and I have lined the walls with old knotty pine. I really like the feel of this right now, although I do have big plans for the holiday season in this area, but I love to give it a whole fresh look so that people can really see how these items can be used in their own home. And if you've been following me for a while, you know how much I love old books. Not only can you read them, but they're great for display and adding a little extra color to your own home. And this area really feels the fall vibes. The area by the windows here, I've actually created kind of like a trellis made out of salvage doors and ladders. I also have a whole video if you want to see how I did this. Just looking at this video, I'm realizing I could put a whole bunch of items up on top of those ladders if I added some boards. So I will need to do that in the future. The first area has lots of pastels. The other area is carrying the fall vibe. I love using ladders for hanging items in my booth, and of course lots of quilts and comfy throws are great for this time of year. My popular salvage signs are also back with some new additions for fall. This next area is one of my favorite new areas to my booth. All of my blue and white items are housed here. Another one of my favorite areas is the kitchen area. I love all of the colorful vintage kitchen items. So much fun, and really they don't make things in the colors that you can find in a vintage store. And if you're looking for that particular vintage cookbook, I've got you covered. I love vintage cookbooks and have so many available in my store. Fall is the time for gathering and families, and so I have lots of great items that would be beautiful on your table display. Check out these plates that I've found recently. I have a set of 4 of these. And on the outside of my booth too, I have another display cabinet filled with items for your table for the holidays, including a bunch of ironstone. Are you a fan of ironstone? If so, let me know down below. My booth actually has 3 different entrances. This is the second one a little further down, and I am loving the blue. Even for fall, I think a lot of people forget how pretty like a cobalt blue or a navy can be in their home. We're back outside that entrance, and we're seeing an outside display area. This area was also created with salvage doors, and I do have a video for how I made this. I love that I can show off my love for salvage and also make little areas where I can show off displays. This stool I found recently completely painted black, and I was so happy to be able to restore it and show off the beautiful detail. Here's another display right next to that in my booth, and there's a sign here that says junk, but I don't know about you. I really love the old stuff. I call a lot of this grandpa's furniture, like things you'd find in grandpa's garage, and I really think it has a homey vibe, especially with all the wood tones and rich colors. Across the back wall is my favorite display of all. It is an old paint display that I have added all of my cool treasures throughout. I also have another small display area showing off the spookier side of fall. Thank you so much for joining me for the booth tour. If you're ever in the neighborhood, Plaza Antiques is located right outside Detroit, Michigan. There are over 70 small businesses all under one roof, and it is just a great place with something for everyone. If you're a booth owner and you want more help with your booth, you can check out my booth owners business group. The link for the information is down below. Thank you so much for watching. Now get out there to salvage, repurpose, and create.